All right, everybody. It's the Arty 84 show live here in Revere for the remaining few episodes. This is episode 114 here, 114. As always, the mallet to the left of me.
Hey.
And we have the Power-nator sitting in the recliner over there in the foregrounds, using the microphone like a black penis.
You wish.
I wish. I don't know what that means.
This is very glowing.
Why is Philbert's light not on yet?
Because it's shut off already, because of daylight savings time. I got to reset that.
It's all messed up.
Yeah. So it usually goes off around 7 o'clock. And
It's still screwing me up.
Let's see.
I'm all off. I'm exhausted right now.
7:06, yeah.
Did it used to be 9?
No. Well, 8 and I don't know. Something got screwed up on daylight savings time. The thing I get for the timers for the lights I got from China, so they don't actually set automatically.
Also, it's China time.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yes. So it's you're tired. The daylight savings time got you, huh?
Well, that too, and like the last week or so, I've been killing it at the gym, and I'm just
Oh yeah, you
back
pumping
up.
the iron?
Oh, a lot, and it's just exhausting to me right now because I'm getting back into what I used to do, and I'm not ready yet.
Are you doing steroids?
No, I would never do that. My heart would explode. My heart is
so
so
like-
sensitive. If I was to do any drug like that, I'd die.
Some human horse. Was that human?
No way. HGH. Sorry, no,
HGH,
my
yeah.
jaw isn't that pronounced.
Yeah, I want to do some HGH.
Human growth
You
hormone.
think we could get some for the show? We could do it on the show.
I'm sure I'm sure we all know somebody who can get that.
I bet Dr. Todd could get us.
That's
some
what I meant.
HGH.
That's what I was implying.
It's not like cocaine or like heroin or
No.
anything where you're
No.
gonna fucking something's gonna happen the first
Yeah.
time you use it.
No.
No, I just.
Not like you're gonna take it on the show and be like, all right, I'm gonna get bigger now.
So that's gonna be funny. How about if I take HGH and I don't do anything? I just sit there. What happens? Do I
I mean, you
become a
wouldn't be-
fatty?
Probably nothing. You wouldn't be
Yeah.
capitalizing on all that extra that you could use.
True. I guess so.
No, it could be. You know what though? It's going to fluctuate your hormones, so you might go in a rage. You might still get the same steroidal rage.
You think my testicles would shrink?
Probably. There's always side effects to things.
All right, we
You
need to
gotta
make one
experience
more
something.
kid, so I'll wait until after the second kid's in the oven, because she just can't wait to get this kid out of the oven.
Little butt of the oven.
We're gonna try to have 3 kids in 2 years.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna have Irish triplets.
So does that mean you're going to work right after? Because they're the most fertile right after having a baby. You know that,
Who
right?
says we haven't already been going to work? Hey.
Well, you're not going to be able to. Yeah.
Oh.
And they're on reserve.
What happened?
So I'm just sitting there on,
Yeah.
on reserve.
Just ready to go.
I know a few people that have had kids that way because they were shocked that they got pregnant right after, and I'm like, you're the most fertile right after. You
Yeah.
get pregnant so
No, you're very-
easily.
that's
right
what they
after having
say.
A baby.
That's actually what the girl said at the birth trust. But
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, she let us know.
Some education. It's good.
I'm excited. This should be fun. We had the baby shower last week. It was
Yeah.
great.
Last week.
Or last
It was
last
yesterday.
week. Yesterday. Oh shit! It was yesterday.
It's yesterday.
Holy shit! This week goes by fast. Was
Damn,
it
man.
really yesterday?
Where are you? Yeah.
Oh damn!
I know you got a lot going on, but
I gotta tell
this
ya.
is yesterday.
I woke up this morning and I felt fucked beyond repair. Maybe it was because it was open bar at the baby shower. So I think I had 6 or 7 beers.
I was pretty good.
I mean, it wasn't really open for you. Did you pay for it?
No, the mothers paid for it.
Okay, so it was open for you. Okay.
No, yeah, so it was open for me. It
I
was
love
open
how
for all of yous too.
The older people were actually less responsible, dropping glasses. And
I like how my father snuck in hot alcohol because
Really?
they didn't serve it there, so he had to bring
Oh, yeah, your
nips.
dad doesn't drink beer.
That's a commitment.
He hasn't drank beer in a while.
Yeah.
I think the only time I've seen your father
He'll drink a
beer is
Bud Light.
Heineken.
Yeah, well, he'll drink or like a Bud Light. So I
Yeah,
told him
yeah,
to have the night light that's there, and he was like, allegedly he snuck in nips. I'm trying to leave it at that. I don't know if he did or not,
I
but
didn't talk to him.
allegedly.
I didn't talk to you.
He didn't see me. He was sitting
I
there.
saw him.
Yeah,
It was funny. I was mapping the room out. I'm like, wow, there's like the older people. It's like country kitchen buffet over there
Yeah.
hanging out, and then they
the
have
old aunts.
the middle ground, and then the younger people. It gets
Mm.
younger as you move over to the.
I
right
like
side.
how the margaritas people always aim for a table. You notice that? No matter what functions we have, they always go to one table. So we had that
Well, that's
table.
what they have in common. They'll know each other.
That's true. They don't know the rest of us fools. Eric knows everyone though. He's like the fucking mayor.
He's jumping around, mingling between.
More
the
people
tribes.
know Eric than Eric even knows that know him.
Yeah.
He's a legend in his own. I'll mention something. Someone will be like, "Oh, your friend Eric." I'm like, "Yeah, how do you know about him?" I don't know how people know about
I
you.
think it was your candidacy thing, your party.
Ah,
thing. It was
yes,
people
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, that's you.
Yeah, we finally putting 2 and 2 together. You know.
Does the air guitar?
Yeah, nothing says elect me like your buddy using your sign as an air guitar and then making out with your mom's 60-year-old friend.
I don't remember that.
I wish I didn't leave for
I don't
that.
remember
Oh
that, so
my
it didn't
god.
happen.
If you don't, it's like George Costanza said. If you don't believe it, it's not a lie. If you do believe it, it's not a lie. So if you do truly believe you didn't make out, then it's
Yeah.
that was a wild night. Yeah, it was very wild. Yeah, so you're tired from daylight savings time.
Savings time is working out.
I gotta tell you, it was
I'm
fucked up.
exhausted.
I drove to work
Still
this
off.
morning, and it was still bright outside, which is not. I'm used to driving when it's dark.
Yeah,
And then when I left,
it's
I left the
dark.
office at 4:15.
Yeah.
It was already starting to get dark out.
I know. I left at 5, but it would if at 4 o'clock it was when it would have been 5. And
Yeah.
like, I was already like, why isn't it 5 yet? It's just,
It's
I'm,
like, holy
I'm
shit.
all off, man.
Well,
All
and the
off.
good news is, in about 6 weeks, it'll be the longest day of the year. I mean, the shortest day of the year. So then it's all uphill from there, I guess, right?
Apparently.
Is that how it works?
Sure.
But Alex Wallace in the house.
How come the laptop's not set up? Usually have the laptop up.
Yeah, and then I realized I don't really use it much
Oh.
for anything, you know?
Yeah, you just kind of glance at it for
Yeah,
comments. but you
it's
can do that on
kind
your
of,
phone.
it's more like a prop piece.
Yeah.
So someone, I got to say, so we had people come into the baby shower and sign their own envelopes for their their home addresses so we could send the thank you cards to.
Yeah, I did that.
And there was a Hugh, what the hell is the name? Hugh Richards from Intercourse, Pennsylvania at 69 Sex Street.
Was it really? That was fucking.
So we don't
Funny
know.
you say
So
that.
Maddie's admitting to it. So I don't know if it was really Maddie or not.
This is
That's something Mikey.
would do.
I said Mikey would do it.
Yeah, I
She
would
would-
see Maddie do it.
Because Sue goes to me this morning. She goes, "Do you know anyone named Hugh Richards?"
You want me to investigate?
Yes.
Because I can just have them write it out.
I don't think it's difficult to find out who
And
did
I
it.
was like-
I think it could pretty much
She's
figure
like,
it out right now.
she's like, was
Yeah.
Hugh Richards there? I'm like, who the fuck's Hugh Richards? And she goes, you don't know who Hugh Richards is? I go, no. He goes, from Intercourse, Pennsylvania. And I start laughing. She's like, that was you, wasn't it? I'm like, no, I have no idea who it was.
It was
But I'm like,
Mikey.
it had to be Mikey.
It had to be Mikey.
I think Mikey took the blame for it.
Maddie's too nice. Maddie would think it's funny, but he wouldn't do it. He'd be, no, we're at a place. Yeah, he has some like kind of respect. Joey, maybe if Joey had, no, Joey wouldn't. I can see Joey thinking about
Yes.
it, but would not actually crossing the threshold.
I would've-
Especially at an outing like that, Mikey. It was Mikey.
It was definitely Mikey.
was
I have
Mikey.
definitely. I wish, I'm actually jealous. I wish I thought about it. I'm like, oh, how funny would that be? Put a fake envelope in there.
Yeah.
Alex Wallace says it was me. No, Alex, someone actually did sign an envelope. Brian Wallace, and I think it was someone's attempt to pretend to be you at the shower. There was definitely, and I called someone out on it, and they're like, oh, and then they didn't have anything to say about it. So someone did try to pretend to be you at the shower. You know, like I said, Mr. Wallace, you are invited anytime over. When we be moving to the new studios, which we think is going to be in West Newbury, Mass. Starting in the new year. I know it's probably a little bit closer for you, Mr. Alex Wallace, so keep that in mind. The guy won't come to Revere anymore. He's like excommunicated from
I
Revere.
don't blame him. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be coming here at all.
Yeah. A lot of people do know Alex Wallace, though. They come into the bar all the time. They always mention, like, Alex Wallace, your number one fan. I go, oh, yeah. He's dedicated. He's got the star next to him, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I'm
it's
sure
what it
there's
is.
a little hiatus period while everything gets settled in, and you're gonna have a lot going on. And
Yeah, it's gonna be, probably not. It actually probably be live as soon as we move in, to be honest with you.
oh yeah,
'Cause I don't think there's going to be much. People are talking about, I'm still working at night. I'm working from home during the day. And what the fuck I got to be for the infant for? I mean, she's going to need some stuff, but I'm going to be in during the day.
yeah.
Right? So, I mean, it's not like the baby's going to be talking and walking, you know?
No, but the crying.
gonna be
Why are you
crying.
crying? There's gonna be that lull, like, why are you
Yeah.
crying? Because they can't talk, and it's
I
gonna
guess
get
so.
annoying. But it's just a thing you gotta, you'll
I don't want to compare babies to puppies, but I got these two fuckers at 7 weeks, and they literally pissed, shit, and cried about everything for a year.
Yeah,
So,
It's
I mean, it's
kinda-
not too much out, but at least the baby I don't have to take outside in the freezing cold to take a poop.
that's true.
So they can do it in the comfort of their own diapers. You know,
That's
we even
true.
had diapers on Nola when she was a baby,
Yeah.
but she didn't like them very much. She would just shit in her diaper, then rip it off and throw it at me.
Oh, I hate it. I think
So-
that it's a little different, though. The only difference is, it's another human being that's your flesh and blood.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you want to be as,
You are morally responsible for this human
Yes.
being.
Like let's face it. If, and this is gonna sound messed up, but let's say Nola, you accidentally kill Nola, you're not going to jail.
God. Well, I hope I don't accidentally kill anyone.
I know, but I'm saying you're not going to jail. You know what I mean? Like if something happens to Nola, for whatever reason, like let's say Nola somehow finds a way to an electrical outlet.
Yeah.
You know? You're
Well,
not-
actually, Tommy did. Actually, he licked it and he electrocuted himself.
Well, but if he died from that,
Yeah.
nothing would happen to you.
Well,
'Cause
I don't know. It depends what state you're in, because that could be considered animal cruelty.
But you could cover that up easily.
What, you bury him in the backyard?
No, your dog died.
Yeah, I guess
Oh
so.
my God, my dog died. No one's gonna do an autopsy.
Yeah.
You know?
Alex Wallace, you're approaching a year, aren't you, at this point with a baby? I think you had the baby around this time last year. So
You got to baby-proof things. You got to once they start to crawl.
I can't wait till Eric gets a girl pregnant, because he's out of the clear right now. He has two 25-year-olds. So before you know it, he's going to have a fucking infant.
Oh God.
That's going to be great. You think you get a girl pregnant so our kids could be the same
4 and
age?
22.
Okay, well, the average. 25.
But I'm looking for these political candidates.
Yeah, so
Looking
today on
forward
this,
to
so I'm gonna tell you. So we live in Revere. Well, I live in Revere, and born and raised. And the election is tomorrow, and it's a fucking mudslinger. I'm gonna tell you that much. I've been getting nasty emails from both candidates.
I
It's
see
trashing.
TV commercials.
Yeah, the commercials are terrible. Text messaging from each candidate's parties, trashing each other. So basically, the two people running for mayor is the guy who's at mayor right now beat the guy who's running against him, right?
Okay.
And by like 50 votes last election.
Oh wow.
And he was the Holden mayor prior to that. So the guy Rizzo served 4 years, ran against Arrigo, lost by 50 votes, and now Arrigo was mayor for 4 years, and now Rizzo's coming back ready to go.
Rizzo.
So, in theory, it's gonna be a wild election. They've been trashing each other like fucking crazy. It's been
Nice.
fucking beautiful. Kiss ass. I love seeing people flip flop from one candidate to another. It's great. Oh, look at that.
DeBrusque, man.
Oh shit. So we thought it would be fun today if we, on the show we kind of went through all the political candidates of because they have on Revere TV they do the videos and my videos on here from when I ran 2 years ago.
Oh boy.
And it's basically a little blurb about the people and what they're doing and shit. And so this is the two mayors, and then we go into the city council, and then we'll go into like the ward councilors. I mean,
oh wow.
there's some fucking characters here.
Oh man, this is gonna get good.
And here's the thing too. I'm gonna go out there like a lot of these assholes. Like this guy right here I went to high school with. He's trying to beat this old man. This is the second time running against him, right?
With him, he looks about 45.
Yeah, and he's actually a cool guy. He should win because he's a lot better than the guy. This guy he's running against, who's been doing absolutely nothing for the last 20 years.
No relation.
No relation. So this asshole right here, these two. So this kid and this kid are running for the same position I ran for.
Dude, look at that guy. Go back to him. Yeah.
He's
like his shit don't stink. Like yeah.
You know,
look at him. He's
like
like
I'm a
blowfish.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
his
I
grandfather
look like a Cabbage Patch doll. Vote for me.
So his grandfather was the chief of police for like 1,000 years. So he's gotten in because the guy who's replacing who I ran against was also a police officer. Yeah. This guy ran for every single political office in the city.
Looks like the dude for the Bunny Ranch.
And he just tries everything else. He just sees what I can get into. So let's start the mayor race.
Who cares about the city?
Let's start the mayor race.
We'll start the mayor race, and then I'll politically. This chick comes to margaritas all the time.
Whoa, look at Doc Brown with a bad haircut.
That's a wig, man. Look at that.
Holy sh!
That is a wig.
That's definitely
that's a Halloween wig. It's like
that's
80s, a little longer.
Okay, that's definitely a wig.
It looks like what Harry Dunn looks like when he gets older.
All right, so let's watch their. So these things are about 2 minutes long.
All right.
So the mayor.
The whole thing.
Well, we'll stop it if it gets repetitive.
Yeah, like a 30-second clip.
So, like I said, we're City Revere. We're gonna start with the candidates. So we'll start the mayor. So this is Brian Arrigo. He grew up down the street from my buddy Joey. His dad was a Ward 5 councilor for many moons.
Okay.
And he's a couple years older than me and you.
All right.
And he's the current mayor of the city right now. So
he's he's defending it.
That's right.
He's defending his title.
Oh my God, they made that thing look beautiful.
I know.
So we'll do some play by play. So
how many wedgies do you think he got in high school?
Oh God.
So he's behind a green screen.
No,
this is filmed nicely.
So this is the commercial they've been showing online. So he's showing all the schools and the new buildings they've been building and all this fucking shit and all the good happy horse shit. But what comes down to is I applied for a job for the city.
Dumpy Shirley Ave.
So I was like the assistant building inspector in the city, and I didn't get the job because the city planner's girlfriend got the job instead, who has no qualification whatsoever. So that's why I'm not voting for this guy. And I don't care. I'm not going to be a Revere citizen. And in 4 weeks, I'm out of this town. Would you vote for this guy by looking at him and listen to him talk?
I need to hear him talk a little more. I need to see the other guy though. I need to see the other guy to make my.
Yes. Don't tell me who. Yeah.
He came to my uncle's funeral, so he's a good guy.
Who, this guy? He had to, but though.
Why do you have to?
Because it's all politics. It's kissing ass because all the fucking politicians were at your grandfather's funeral.
No, because my cousin's a Revere cop. And
Exactly.
his daughter's a
Well, that's it. Politics. It's not because he wanted to.
You know, I almost.
You think he really cared?
So I'm sitting there talking to my cousin. He's sitting down. He's like 7 feet tall. He's sitting down, and my cousin Jess is standing there. I walk up. We're all talking.
42%. Look at that.
I go to turn.
There you go.
I go to turn to my cousin, ask her a question. And the question I was about to ask her was, so when are you going to be the mayor of Revere? And then right when I would come out, my cousin stood up.
Look at that. Okay, look at that walk. Who walks like that?
My cousin stood up and said, "Oh, thank you for coming, Mr. Mayor," and he walked right up behind me.
Yeah.
So I almost asked my cousin right in front of him when she was going to run for
You know,
mayor.
if you're a real good friend, you would have told Patch that you weren't going to vote for
All
him.
right, so
I saw him. I told you you should have. I told you you should have came.
I'll give him credit. I'm going based on.
Did
he
I not, Arty?
sounds-
You
I
should,
said your
you did.
competition's here. You should come.
Okay.
Does
So-
sound sincere.
Yes.
I'll give him that.
Okay. Do you want to know how the city's been since he's been mayor? Not bad.
Yeah.
It's been worse.
Yeah.
I would say the one drawback is that there's a shit ton of fucking apartments in this building in this city, and we don't need any more of them.
And how long has he been mayor?
4 years.
4 years. Okay.
So I would say his one drawback is the amount of apartments we have in the city. Instead of putting hotels where you make revenue from taxes and shit like that, you put in apartments where you end up just having Section 8, and then the city becomes it's all the Chelsea trash that can't live in Chelsea anymore because it's too expensive. Now we're going to Revere.
But you got to worry about trash and the kind of stuff we put more hotels in too.
You do,
Depending
but
on the kind.
but those
Red
can be
roof
adjusted
inns.
by the rates of what you charge for said hotel.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that goes to the owner of the hotel, and that's when the pressure is put on them. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. All right.
So he
Arty
did.
with the kilogrammer there.
So he did bring Amazon to the city, which is good. He did take some of this trashy fucking bars down the beach. We are actually putting hotels down the beach for the first time ever.
Okay.
So, I mean, he has his plus. I would say the only thing I don't like about him, other than his face,
Yeah, his
is
face is-
the fact that there's a billion apartments coming
His
in the city.
hairline's pretty bad.
The
too.
hairline's not good.
No,
I mean,
it's not,
I
no.
think he should almost go bald.
He's got a really skinny nose too. It's like really like almost like someone pinched it.
Yes.
And never
But
unfolded.
let's answer the real question.
Yes.
How many wedgies do you think he got in high school?
He got so allegedly he never left the house. He was always just in the house. He never like went and hang out. His dad was a politician. He kind of just did what he had to do. I mean, granted, he got in the ballot for the Ward 5 council because of his dad was the former
so
councilor.
he's
there,
not
so
a people person.
He's
really.
so I don't think so. He's not the regular Joe. He's
Yeah.
not the regular Arty from Revere.
He's not an
You know what
asshole.
I mean?
He's just an awkward.
He's
shallow,
not.
like
He's not your typical Revere guy. He's not the guy you'd meet on a fucking at margaritas on a Friday night and be like, "Hey, what up, guy? How you doing?"
Yeah.
He's more of like, "Hey guys, hi, I'm who's the guy on the Patriots?
Who
What's his
won the
name?
match yesterday?
Who's the captains of the special teams?
Oh, Matt Slater.
Hi, I'm Matt Slater. Hi,
Matt
I'm
Slater's
Brian
a dork.
Arrigo, and I'm here to support the city of Revere. I am old in looks, but not in age.
So who won the football match?
You're definitely not a
Have,
wisdom.
yeah. Have you guys watched the football match lately? Who won? What's the over/under on the football match?
All right. So who's he up against?
Okay,
There was
so
a,
now-
there was a Saturday night at work. There was a naval officer, and there was just like that.
Yeah.
You just described him.
So that's him in a nutshell. All right, so this next guy, Dan Rizzo,
He looks like a mayor.
so he was the mayor of Revere
does.
for the 4 years before Brian,
Okay.
and then he lost. So then he ran for city council. When I ran for council, but he ran for councilor at large. One, took over the seat for 2 years. He was prior a city councilor at large. Well, so now he's kind of giving up that and he's going for the mayor. So let's see. This is my mom's bud, I guess you could say. Let's see what he's all about. This is an interesting commercial.
That's humbling. Oh, look at that.
It's my grandfather's old street. He lived on a
Aw.
Their new flag.
very bad video though.
Going to the new.
Look at that, the double angle shot. Oh god, this is terrible.
It's like Tony Soprano going
Yes.
to the newspaper.
Why is he picking up the paper? Why is he so out of touch though? Who's
This
reading
is so
newspaper?
old timey. I
Yeah.
know. But you know what? Mostly old people are going to vote.
That's true.
So-
He's not connecting with the young people. I can tell you that much. Okay. So I mean, when he was mayor, it
You
wasn't
know
bad
what?
either.
You know what? They both don't speak very well.
No, they're
I'm not-
terrible.
They're both
No, very,
got lisps. They both got speech impediment.
I would have to say when he was mayor as well,
Speech impediments.
the
I'm
city
just-
wasn't bad as well. So there's really, I can't really pinpoint a bad thing about the two of them. But I,
The lisps. The lisps.
Yeah.
You can't do it. Frank Rizzo. Who? Frank
Frank
Rizzo.
Rizzo.
Open your
Frank
fucking ears,
Rizzo.
jackass.
so now he's just pumping himself
Yeah,
up
now
here
I
about all this
Saying,
shit.
he's
Yeah.
bragging.
It's nothing
People love
about.
it.
Now he's pulling the
So-
veteran card.
Now
the old people love that.
exactly. So exactly, he's pulling the veteran card because you said the old people like him. So now, what he should do is talk about what he did when he was mayor.
Yes. This is what I did. This is what
Yeah. So this is like when I was mayor last. This is what I did. Not all this other shit.
Well, maybe he doesn't want to remind him that he was lost.
It could be. What's that? It's a bad sidewalk.
Okay.
Yeah. Although my wife is a property manager, so apartment buildings do keep food on my table. So unfortunately, I do have to run for that one.
But you're gonna be out of Revere, so it doesn't matter to you.
Build Revere like you never fucking seen it built before. That's all I can say. My parents gonna cash in on the property value of the house before it's too late. You know, before the riffraff move in. You know, the undesirables, as Eric would call.
I love some of these photos. Look, he looks
Yeah.
intense.
It's like he's on a fucking threshold. Look at this guy. Look at that smile. And I can't afford a house in Revere. And half of my friends can't afford houses in Revere.
Most people can't afford houses anyway.
Well, in Revere, the average, the lowest house you could find is $500,000. Would you buy a house in Revere for $500,000?
But somebody will, obviously, because that's what the price is.
I could live on the
So-
beach.
So tell me this: if looking at show your city, right?
Yeah, those people don't live in the city.
Would you
Look at that mixed
Would you
couple.
be embarrassed about something like this? They're not showing good parts of the
No.
city. It looks like a dump.
It looks like
and
it's terrible.
The city is not a dump.
No.
It has its parts,
wow.
but everything they're both showing, it makes the city look like it's a
He's
dump.
really going after him, though. The other guy didn't. The other guy was just talking
So
about.
that's the thing. So Brian's approach is the good things that happen in the city, which is what you want to focus on. What Dan is doing is all about the bad things that Brian did, but nothing that. So if I was Dan, this is how I would do it. When I was mayor, this is how the city was.
Yeah, but has anything he done changed in the bad? Maybe
No,
not.
well, it's been about the same.
Yeah, so then
It's literally
leeway.
it's very
Or
lateral.
be like, hey, it was the same, so why don't you vote for me
If
again?
I fell into a coma 8 years ago and woke up today, I wouldn't tell you the difference between the city.
Yeah.
So the thing is,
So then he has nothing to go for.
and we all know how Revere is. It's all about what the fucking other people want. It's the contractors that have ties with the city. It's all these other fucking people.
I think.
But if you were both going to vote just basically what you've seen, who would you vote
are we
for?
going with who? Because it might be different with who I think is going to win and who I would vote for.
Who would you vote for the? I want to hear both. Who would you vote for? Who you think is best for the city of Revere?
I think Rizzo should win.
Yes.
But I don't know. He's a dinosaur. I don't know if he's really in touch with anything
He's
going
not.
on.
I don't think so.
You know what I mean?
But I
Not
don't
that
think the other guy's in
Poindexter
touch
is either.
Yeah. So.
But I don't know. I think Rizzo is going to win because he's got the old people, and old people vote more.
Exactly. So I think I
That's
agree.
why.
I don't think. I think either of them is a wash. It doesn't really matter. The city's going to continue being the same fucking. Not what my grandfather walked into.
I think Rizzo will win because people will think we gave this kid a shot. Nothing's changed.
Yep.
Put this guy back in.
Yeah. Okay.
It's so I guess you would say things may have changed, but it's not very
Substantial.
dramatic to know
it's
that it's a
not,
change. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's still expensive to live in the city.
Yeah.
It's a shame that the amount of money that me and my wife make, and we can't even afford a house in the city.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That my grandfather was given land for most part when there was farmlands in the 50s. You know what I mean? And it's only been 70 years later. You know what I mean? And
Used to be able to
fucking
cross Route 1 on
none of
foot.
my friends could barely live in the city. We have to move out to the burbs. I'm paying taxes to West Newbury now because
There's nothing wrong with that.
no, there's nothing wrong with
I
it.
would much
No.
rather live in the suburbs.
It's actually I'm moving on up to the west side. You know, so okay, so I agree with all of this. I think we're on the same page here. We think Dan's going to get the old vote because old people vote, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I may or may not vote tomorrow. I'm going to be honest with you. I really have no desire to go. There's really nothing really pulling my train.
Yeah.
You know, I like to find out who my mother votes for, and then tell her I vote for the opposite people. So I tell her I just cancel her votes, whether I do or not. It just gets her going. You know my mother.
Oh, yeah,
You just
yeah,
fucking
she's
push
tight.
those buttons up.
Yeah, she'll go off.
Oh yeah.
All right. So who we got next?
Okay,
here?
so now we're gonna go with councilors at large. So in the city of Revere, I believe there's 6 of them that sit in office.
She's a counselor at large.
So that's Eric's cousin.
Hey, you
Jesus
can't make fun of weight
Christ.
joke.
if she's gonna put herself out there like that, I
No,
can.
but you can't.
So-
I would never make fun of any of your family members on there.
So the city of Revere has 6
I'm not
councilors.
close enough.
So they have 6 councilors at large, but 10 run.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go through all 10. What I'll do is I'll let you know which ones are currently councilor at large. So there's one vacancy, Dan's vacancy, because he's running for mayor. He was councilor at large.
Okay.
So there's literally one vacancy, but you have to be reelected to get your seat back, right?
Okay.
So the first one is Jess. She graduated high school with Maddie Monaco.
Okay.
She's Eric's cousin. She's been there for a while. Her dad's the police chief. Yada yada yada.
So
Sergeant.
she's got the candidate. She has the.
She's got the
background.
pull.
So her grandfather's a retired firefighter who owned
Janino's.
Janino's Florist with my aunt. I don't know. Maybe they both own. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were, which is was a staple. in
Yep,
the 80s,
was.
90s.
But what is a counselor at large?
I'm
like,
just saying.
So, no, so we're giving the run back.
she's
Yeah,
got
well,
the city.
yeah.
Her other uncle was, I mean, he kind of messed up the light department, but he was part of the light department. She got the light department.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her uncle is a firefighter right down here in this building.
Yeah.
So she's going to be the mayor one
Her
day.
other
She's got
uncle,
it all.
her cousin's a DPW,
Yeah.
right here, who was my best friend's growing up's
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of connections in the city.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
She might have connections, but is she good? You still,
So-
you know.
She was the youngest councilwoman ever.
yeah.
That doesn't mean you're good. It means you have the pull to get you in there.
So
She's
I-
almost
you know.
30, and she was a councilwoman before she was 21.
So I'll
she's
go.
good.
So,
That's good.
but I will say is I really don't know what the council at larges do. So she's kind of quiet. She doesn't go one way or another. The guy next to her is about the same. There's a few people that are very, very flip floppy. I gotta say Jess isn't really, because I don't think I've ever seen her turn on anything. She kind of just goes with what the majority goes with, I guess you could say.
Okay, so she doesn't have much of a spine.
Yeah, and she'll help out when she needs to, but I don't think I've ever seen her lean one way or another. So
Okay.
we'll watch the videos, and I'll tell you which ones I think are good and which ones are not good. Which ones maybe I would vote for, maybe I wouldn't. So
I love how they all have that blue like middle school
well,
photo
so this,
background.
but
So
no.
it's part of distinguished.
So yeah, no, it's when
I
I
know, man.
when I did the video, I had the same background.
I know.
It's
you
the
know what I
drop.
mean? It's very public,
No.
accessy.
It's
I love it.
it's the drop at the
I don't think
public
I've ever
access,
seen
Jason.
that video.
Well, watch my video at the end. My video's still on there. All right,
Well,
so
I'm
this
probably
is
not going to make all 6 of these people.
no. We're gonna go real quick.
And I'm running for re-election for the City of Revere Councilor at Large position.
There's her phone number, Eric. Adam, if you want to give her a
That's
call.
dangerous. I don't know why anybody would put their number there.
That's a
I think
house.
That's their phone
No,
number.
that's a house number too. That's a
The office
284.
number. It's probably her.
I don't
Probably
think-
her.
People don't
I
have
bet it's a
offices.
separate line that
her-
nobody answers.
No, her
100 years.
campaign fucking whatever.
My family grew up, born and raised 4 generations in this city.
It'd be funny if she says I had sex with Maddie Monaco.
Living here for many,
But what do you want to do? What is your goal? Let's.
I think she's getting there. Give her a second. It's only a 2-minute video.
and relatives.
I got a shout out. Whoop whoop.
Can have a shout out to my boy Eric.
My father is a police officer in the city. My grandfather and uncle served as firefighters for the city.
There you go.
So being a public servant is something that came naturally.
She's one of the few of the generation that still lives in Revere.
When I was in college, I served on the student government at Salem State, and when I realized the difference that I made at that level, that's really when I decided to get active in my own community.
And at
Okay.
that level, what did you do?
Later, here we are. During my time on the council,
So
I've
it's
had
a-
a great opportunity to
So
see
you're
the
prepping her
city
questions.
change, and a lot has happened in the past 7 years. We've grown economically. We've grown so much in terms of.
All right, so in the
Okay.
in a nutshell, she's gonna be saying whatever.
Yeah.
She was so all right. So she benefited being there for 2 mayors. So she was there for Rigo and she was also there for Rizzo.
Gotcha.
Rizzo
And
doesn't like her.
so here's the thing. Yeah, I don't know who likes who, but I will say that
No, I think my father did. Remember
I think
saying-
she's buddy with old Bri over here
Yeah.
because
Oh,
of
yeah,
they
they're
were
all-
like, you know,
That's why he came to my uncle's funeral.
and but here's the thing though, we got.
even more.
But here's the thing: we get the old guys like him,
All these
like Mr.
Ginzos.
Rizzo, and then we get the young guys like Arrigo.
Does anybody not
So-
know?
So the youngs.
Hey,
Listen, you
Italian
fuck. All
community.
right, it's Italian. Revere's
community.
very much a little bit Italian
All
these
these
days.
paisans.
Okay, there used to be a lot of more paisans here in Revere, but unfortunately, we got run out by the Middle Easterns and the fucking
well,
Cambodians.
look at these fucking seriously. We're done.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That's what I mean.
Hold on.
Like, are there anybody
many
that doesn't
O's?
end in a no?
Zambuno. Oh, we got an
Hey,
A. We got an A. Oh,
Hey.
Correggio.
Oh, I can't wait to
We
get
got
to
an A,
that guy.
but she's Indian.
A. Okay, an E. They're all
This
vowels.
guy's some Irish
Rose,
guy.
she's got E. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
All
All right,
E,
all
I, O,
right.
U, we got
Well,
them all.
we get the vowels.
But I mean, majority of them are O's.
Oh, definitely.
So, from what I understand, is the young people go with Brian and the older people go with Rizzo, which would make sense, right? It's an alliance, the old versus the new, right? But I gotta tell you, when I was running for ward councilor, a 90-year-old old lady gave me the finger and told me to go home. So these old people are fucked.
But you know what? Already, right now, if I had to vote for only one of these three, right?
Yep.
That's all I can.
Yep.
I'm gonna vote for my cousin.
Yep.
One reason why, not because she's my cousin.
yeah, you are.
She took the less time to talk about herself and what she's. You know what I mean?
Well, we
Less
haven't
time.
we haven't
What's the
talked about
point?
these guys yet.
Yeah, but I'm saying she did 2.5 minutes and they did both.
Well,
like
she
no,
didn't say
5 minutes.
anything
no,
that she
no. Well, oh, these guys right
Set
there.
it
Yes.
off right when
Okay.
she did.
Yeah. Just look at my
It's 'cause
time
she's
stamp.
family. It's 'cause
She's
she's
already
family.
won, so she has nothing to prove. She's been there 7 years, from 20 years old to
It's
27
because
years
she's
old.
family. That's the only
No,
reason
but
you're
still,
saying that.
20 years.
That's
Like,
the only reason.
No, I
how
get
many
it.
20-year-old politicians do you know?
That's true. I don't know any.
She was I don't want to say youngest in the state.
That's true.
She's the least like.
So she has nothing to prove.
True.
She's like the least like she's not causing any trouble.
She already
She's
took
like
half
almo-
the time to explain
But
herself.
the other people could be more qualified.
Well, we'll
I don't
find
know.
out.
I
I don't
think
know
you
anything
just
about
want the
him.
limelight.
Hold on.
Look at him. That's how.
This is
I don't know anything
Steve-O.
about him.
This is Steve-O. Let's see what he has to do. No, Steve's he's around our age as well. So he's in his 30s. So, and let's find out a little bit about Steven here.
Eric's defending his family. I'm Revere City Council. Oh God, I hate this guy already.
What's with the fucking speech impediments and all your politicians?
I don't know.
Did he get hit in the head?
He looks like Sloth got a fucking facelift.
I am Steven Morabito.
He's a.
Maybe he's
looks
just a bad
timid.
speaker.
I wouldn't vote for him.
Maybe he's a bad speaker. Let's hear what he has to say. In terms of,
He looks scared. He
does.
looks like if he tried to say something to the mayor and the mayor snapped him.
He looks like-
oh, by the way,
Yeah.
the mayor looks more of a sissy than him.
looks like there's a
He would
headlight
cry.
right on him.
He does look very scared and intimidated by this, right?
He's not blinking.
He hasn't
is
blinked
not
once.
blinking. He has blinked twice.
All right, get him off.
Okay.
We're done.
Nope.
We're done.
You
No.
want more of this train crash?
Go away. No.
Train crash a little bit.
Dude, he
but-
goes on for 5 minutes. Get that off.
All right. So if you can't get
I just want to see him blink. Can we at least once he blinks?
All right.
Oh,
There
there
it
we
is.
go. All right, there we go. All right.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you can't get your point across in 2 minutes, then you have a problem because no
Nope.
one gives a shit.
You lost
Our
me.
attention span is about 45
Yeah,
seconds.
that's a fruit fly.
Right? So, hi, my name is Adam Mallet, and I'm running for city council.
This is what I'm going to do.
This is what I want to do,
Yeah.
and this is why I want to change. See you later. Have a next day. I think mine's only 2.5 minutes long. Yeah. In fact, I think they only tell you to go 2.5 minutes long. So I think your cousin actually did the right thing. I think people just go off on a
she
fucking
did.
tangent
Yeah, no,
about
yeah.
shit.
Okay,
All right.
It's not her first rodeo.
So, okay, so now these two are currently counselors.
All right.
This guy is also a counselor, and he looks like shit. I think he has the.
Let's see what
I think
he's
he's
gotta say.
sick because he didn't look like this when I ran.
His cheeks are red like he's drunk.
All right.
He's probably, take the edge off.
Dude,
Oh,
look
maybe he
how
is sick.
uneven his hair is.
Maybe he's
very
sick.
odd.
Maybe he is.
At least he can talk though, so that's a plus already.
This is all right. Pause real quick. Hold on. This is the guy who's on the news right now.
For what?
It's because
What do you
so some news reporters following around his family, and then showing up at city council meetings and asking questions during the meeting and shit like this. So he said, if you follow my fucking daughters again, I'm gonna fucking kill you. So he's been on the news for the last few weeks.
Yeah, I wouldn't use those choice words. I understand his frustration, but
Yeah, but if someone was following my daughter around, I'd fucking kill them too.
I would say that too, but you probably just shouldn't say that.
Well, if you're a politician, you probably
Yeah,
shouldn't.
that's
But
what I
if I'm a
mean,
guy
yeah.
who runs a fucking architecture firm, I could give two fucks.
yeah.
You know? Would you, Eric, if someone fucking was following your daughters around, would you tell
I
them
would
stop
say
following
that.
around, I'm
I
gonna fucking
would
kill
totally
you?
say
I
that.
hit him with a bat.
No, we didn't even tell him that. No, you do.
I hit him with a
We
bat.
call a certain friend we know. We don't even give them a warning. Someday they just die. Right, Nola? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going
All
with
right,
this
this guy can at least talk.
guy. He's actually not a bad guy. I'd vote for this guy.
Over the past 10 years, the one thing that people can count on is that I am their voice in government. That I am
Okay.
there to fight.
I don't like his collar of his suit either.
Mm.
Looks like he doesn't know how to wear a suit.
More
No
importantly,
vote.
checks and balance. I'm the one who keeps
He used to be an ambulance guy. I think he was an EMT or something like that.
things are running right.
No vote.
So all right. So I'll give
Eric's
you-
biased. Eric's biased because his
Okay,
cousin's in this.
so-
That's what-
no. I'll
but
give
he's
you-
got to.
no. But his cousin's running against 10 other people. 6
I know,
people
that's
win.
true. Yeah.
So if you take your cousin out of the equation, there's still 5 other people that have to win.
Oh, this guy's annoying.
So this guy, all right, I'll give you a little rundown on this guy. He ran against Rizzo the first time and lost for mayor.
Okay.
And then he was in city council. And then he supported Rizzo, and he hates Brian Arrigo. He hates the current mayor. Hates him with a passion. City council meetings, they go at it like fucking cats and dogs.
All right, so he's not afraid to
Yeah, he
perk up.
hates the current mayor, and
Right.
even though he lost against Rizzo, he's more Rizzo than Arrigo. But then you got to go by the age. He's
Yeah.
an old guy, so he's going by the age. So that's stereotypical. So far, we realized the people that go off the old people are the, you know what I mean? So he was very
That's
dry.
ageism, Arthur.
How about this guy? He's in the fucking
he a car
this
salesman?
guy looks like a used car.
Yeah, why does he get the backdrop? The other
Yeah.
guys don't.
Anthony T.
Oh
Zambuto.
my
This is
God.
our 4th or 5th zero.
Howdy.
What?
Why does he get a backdrop?
Well, we're about to
He
find
didn't know
out.
backdrop. It's just
So this guy is
It's on the car.
he's currently a counselor. He's
Okay.
running for re-election.
Gotcha.
So this is our 5th one with a zero with an O at the end of the last name. So we have 5 O's.
All right.
Talk about a Guido town. I gotta tell you, there's not many Italians that live in the city anymore. It's
No.
mostly Middle Easterns and undesirables.
Yes.
And a lot of like Middle Easterns. Did I already say that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the Cambodians and shit. I gotta tell you,
Cambodia.
none of my friends live in this fucking
Vietnamese.
city.
No.
The only friends that live in the city live with their parents. I don't know any people who live freelance in
Getting
the city.
harder, man.
So
The world's changing.
you don't live in freelance. You're living with me, and you're not from Revere.
Yeah, all right.
He's a this Lynn guy over here reclining over in the seat over here. Moving on up to the Revere side, I guess.
All right, so what is that?
All right, so let's see. I want to see this. I hope there's music and shit. This is gonna be awesome.
God, he's gonna sell me.
I feel like this is the same video from when he ran last time.
If the city council tells you the truth, they care about you.
Here we go.
If they tell you what you want to hear,
Welcome to Revere. Girls tennis, 1984. I wouldn't be bragging about that.
Cheerleading 2013.
How you doing? Hey, how you doing? I'm
the
Anthony T. Zambudo.
How about the dramatic music?
Put that shot right there.
How you doing?
my name is Tony Zambudo.
Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony Z.
Hey, I'm Tony Z. Tony Zambudo. I want your vote. Come here.
So I can convince you.
My eyes are
Right
really.
now, I wouldn't vote for him because if you should use your full name in this. You did Arthur, didn't you?
I did. What did he say?
He said I'm Tony, but it said Anthony right
Did you
there.
get to say? Well, no, I said Arty, so I did Arty.
I gotta
I
say,
wouldn't
this
vote for you then.
guy's eyes.
I didn't want people
very-
making fun of my father. We have the same name.
This guy's eyes are so close together. It is really bizarre. They're like gonna touch his eyes.
You think so?
together. Yeah.
That looks like my fucking room right there. Holy shit! Look at all those computers.
He
What are
probably
those for?
doesn't know a damn thing
Yeah,
about
those
them.
things do with something good. Yours don't.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything.
Mine does good. Look at the one on my left hand shoulder. It's Mr. Mallet.
I'm talking about that saves lives.
Look at this guy right here. This is actually the same. All right, this is bullshit. I'm calling bullshit right here. This is the same exact video he did when I ran,
Iraq?
2 years ago. I ran Iraq. So he's reusing the same video.
That's a no.
So he
No.
probably looks old as shit right
Is
now.
that me? No, it's not me. Who's
It was
that?
uploaded 3
Yeah,
weeks
that's
ago,
you.
so he probably just recycled it.
He recycled it. It's definitely a recycled
That's a
video
no
because I
now.
remember him in front of the Harley dealership and I remember him in front of the market
Get
basket.
out of here, Anthony.
All right, now we're
this guy.
Okay, so this
I'm looking
guy,
forward to this one.
this guy's a new guy. This guy's running. This guy is a fucking. He looks like that guy who does the lawyer commercials.
Yeah, he's wearing a wig.
Maki Salamone.
Raquel Salomon does not look like it, but he looks like he
No,
could
but the
be.
wig. So
he
this
looks like
guy-
he could be a bad lawyer.
So Robert
He does look like a
Capaccia.
bad lawyer.
How'd you say that? I'm a Capaccia.
He looks like a science substitute
Capia,
teacher.
Capoca,
This guy.
Capocia.
I'm gonna tell you, he has a wig on.
Capocia.
Yeah, he does. What I've been saying. He looks like he has a wig.
There's
and
no doubt in my mind he has a wig on.
He looks like he could be a substitute science teacher. or
And what's
history
his? And
teacher.
look at his email address, right?
That's why I said if Doc Brown gave himself a haircut.
Yes. Why does he have an email address? Bodoin3 at Verizon.net. Why can't he use his real name? What's he trying to hide?
I don't know.
My mom was paying for a free.
Bowden. Maybe he works at Bowden.
Maybe. My mom was paying for a one box account for 5 years. I go, Ma, do you know there's free emails out there?
Oh my god.
She was paying like $5 a month for email. They got her. They seen her coming.
That's
All right.
Saying.
So this guy right here, he's a 2 minute. Let's see what he has to say. Would you vote for this guy? Let me know.
Oh,
Here we go.
let's see how that-
Play it. No. Capocia. Did I say that?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why he has a wig on
He's reading
because
from a script.
no guy has blonde hair like that at his age.
Hold on, let me hear what he say.
And he's reading from a card.
He's definitely reading.
He's not making me comfortable.
Well, it's because they give you a teleprompt. Why is he not using the teleprompt? I put my shit on a teleprompt.
Probably scared him. He's old.
No, I don't want security cameras in the city, Rob. Okay, only people knowing the shit I do when I go to places. That massage parlor on Broadway, I don't need any evidence I'm going there.
We should educate drivers to take alternate routes to get to various destinations around town,
Yeah.
hopefully easing the burden of our everyday driving.
Oh, he's getting animated.
Police and fire departments
Yeah, he's getting very pissed.
Do you have any candy left?
Oh, yeah, we have plenty. Go help yourself. There's candy. The candy bowl's up there.
I'm sure you would agree that police and firemen need help
All right.
dealing with the
Dude, fuck this.
Okay, sorry, buddy. You lost my attention about fucking 5 minutes ago.
Eh.
All right.
Nah, if he's not blowing my skirt.
Here's
up,
the thing.
gentlemen.
You're not doing anything to make me feel. I don't think I'm voting for you, Robbie.
No, Robbie.
Sorry, Rob.
Capuccio.
He's not blowing my skirt.
First of all,
up.
you're out of touch. You're an old guy. I get a vote for the young youth. Otherwise, I can't get my family in the city anymore. You know what I mean?
No, they're gonna make it worse. They're hipsterizing it.
You think so? Eric loves the hipsters, though, right?
Dimpurana.
All right, so this guy doesn't even have a picture.
He might be. It's just maybe it was.
He thinks
wrong.
you think it's the way it's
That's only
staged.
16 seconds.
16 seconds. All right, let's
Short
see.
and to the point.
All
Look
right.
at this.
John, this guy is also running. He's not current.
Yes.
He declined a video. Oh, hold on. So it says he declined a video invitation.
He's too cool for school. I
So,
like it.
So this guy has a billboard on Broadway, and all it is a picture of an apartment building being built, and he goes, "No more apartments."
I don't see any M&Ms.
Oh, that candy?
Yeah.
I think it's at my mother's house. I thought you were talking about candy in the bowl.
Well, I mean,
All right, so this guy declined video invitation.
what? I
Eric, how do you
wish-
feel about a guy who doesn't want to do a video about his political attributes?
I'm gonna-
I would rather this than a stupid one.
I would say I would vote for this guy over the other two just because I don't have to hear their voices.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's something for you.
Yeah. We can go that
You know
way.
his address. You want to go visit him?
Bruins too.
That's good.
Penguins,
Bruins win.
nothing.
All right, so, all right, here's Dimple.
Dimpurana. See, she represents what's going on in this city, the majority of the kind of people, right?
Maybe.
The kind of people that live in the city, mostly.
Yes, I also
Just
heard.
based on a look.
I also heard she's a flip flopper too, and she kisses ass. To
I don't know
whoever's-
anything about her, but I'm
so-
saying based on her look, she looks like a lot of people that live.
So
in
I think this is her third time running. She's not. She's not a current counselor. She's been running.
Okay.
So the next few people we're going to see are literally running for one open spot.
Okay.
Not necessarily meaning someone who already has a spot can't lose it, but they're probably not. Because in this city, you literally have to die before you lose a spot. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what Dimple has to say.
Or like touch a kid.
Or touch a kid.
My name is Dimple Rana, and I'm a candidate for counselor at large here in Revere.
Eric, what would you?
I thought you were calling her Dimples because maybe she had dimples.
That's her name.
I know, and I seen that. When I heard her say Dimple, I'm like, oh, she's using a nickname?
Every day, I work with Revere residents, businesses, and
Would ya?
stakeholders to increase access to opportunities for active
Would you?
No.
youth leadership.
Would you vote for her though? That's what I'm asking.
Graduate of Tufts University.
Okay.
Master in Public Policy from the Urban and Environmental Policy and Planning.
I don't think my mom likes her very much.
In 2002,
She's on her list. We should have my mom in this episode. She really give you some
That's what
input.
the
on
white
people.
old people wouldn't. I feel like that's what it is. Like,
Yeah. So I would say
Your mother would get you thrown off air, and this is the internet.
the thing is, though, given the population of what is in Revere, in terms of the type of people that live in Revere, she could probably identify with the people the most, just based off of her look. I don't know anything about her politics here, so I don't know, dude. I don't know, but if we're going just based on that, I'm saying she fits in just based on her look the most, and could probably fit in with the people.
we will find out.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right. So so we would agree that she's going with the young votes, right?
Yeah, but that's a problem too, because the younger people don't vote as much.
True.
So that's the
problem.
But I don't know her political background. I don't know what she's taught. What her thing is. I mean, she went to Tufts, whatever. that's cool.
So okay, so far we've gone through so many candidates, right?
Yeah.
We've gone through 7 or so, right? Not one showed up to my political campaign party
Oh,
fundraiser.
Shit.
We're about to reach one that's finally actually went to my campaign.
Okay.
So
But Brenda,
I think about that a lot. You know, I put that on a list.
if I've been saying stuff that would be inappropriate that Brenda could hear, I didn't think she was here.
Oh, she's been in the bedroom. Well, she heard it because Eric was going off on a tangent
But what?
about where Susie used to work in Myrtle Beach.
Oh,
No, she was talking politics most of the time.
I don't think her mother wants to know what she
It
was
was
doing.
like
just gonna
42
text you
minutes
to
of
see if you can
politics
give me some-
almost, actually.
Yes, yeah, but political. All right, so this guy ran for city council last time. He lost, but he actually did show up to my fundraiser.
Okay, yeah, I looks familiar.
So
Okay.
I voted for him just because of that.
He's wearing a pink tie, though.
All right, let's see what Mr. Rose has to say.
Hello, everyone.
Hit in the
Okay,
head.
stop it right there.
He
laughing.
lost the brain
Yeah.
cells. He's got nothing going
All
on.
right, he needs a little more enthusiasm because what he just started off was not enthusiastic.
No,
at all.
not at all.
That was very
No,
painful.
very bad.
All right, let's try this again. Here we go.
Hi.
Counselor at large in the city of Revere. I want to thank everyone for all the support.
Oh my God. He's not very very enthused about it, right? I mean, I feel like
I
you could
want
use some
to
more.
thank everyone.
With deep roots in our city.
Deep roots in our city.
Boys and one girl in this great city.
Oh God. Okay.
That was painful, man.
Sorry, Wayne.
Sorry, Wayne.
Was that something? Was that a candidate calling me right now?
I
like candidate-
have 2 boys and 1 girl.
That'd be funny if that was a candidate calling me. He's like, I need to get on this air right now.
Vote for me in the
Trust me,
city
this would be
of
this show would be the
Revere.
worst thing for you running for fucking office.
Yeah, maybe declining might be a
Unless you
good
came on and you like blew it away and you're like
idea.
you're like fucking Jay-Z.
Imagine you did like 15 seconds. Vote for me. I'm gonna do this. I'm out.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Mic
Bye.
drop. Yeah. Actually, we're live on Facebook right now. So if anyone's watching and wants any of these candidates to actually call up to the show, they should, because I think would promote. Eric, yes, raising your hand.
Hmm?
Oh, they had a question.
No.
Okay. So this guy running, this next guy, didn't run last time. He's running this time. I thought it was my friend that I grew up with, but it must be his father or grandfather,
Yeah, I was gonna say
because they have
he
the same
looks like-
name. And so this was the first non-Italian. We got
wow.
out of 7, the first non-Italian, the Rose guy,
Okay.
right? So now we're going back to the Italians, the El Vesce, like the pesce. Must mean something in Italian. He doesn't have any signs around the city, but let's see what he has to say.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brian Vesey.
No.
I'm a proud lifelong resident
I thought he was gonna say I'm a pride white man. I was gonna say that's
like,
very
all these
bad for me.
people are reading like they're hanging out at like the.
Well, I don't understand why they didn't do the teleprompter.
They're intimidated by it. They don't understand it probably. The color scheme too on this is not.
A bigger level as I watch the city grow.
I mean, I don't know why you have to look at it. It's your words.
Their vote and support.
And I gotta tell you, so I did the teleprompt obviously because I wanted to have it, but then I did an interview thing, and I just didn't have any notes. I just did it because you just fucking they're gonna ask you a question, you give it. You don't have prepped, right? You look like a dickhead if you fucking have prepped questions. All right, I'm not voting for this guy. I'm sorry.
No, bye.
Jesus Christ.
Bye, Brian.
All right, so this guy fired me from a $500 gig I had every year, so this is good. So I used to do the hockey for the Canadians.
So no, he's not voting for this guy.
All right, you're automatically.
So, but
gone.
he did show up to my fundraiser, so I'm a little torn here.
Yeah.
So I was doing the fundraiser every year. I would charge,
$1 a day. What's $500 in a year?
Yeah, it was so it was fundraiser. So basically, the Canadians would come down and play the Americans in hockey every year.
Okay.
And the fundraiser would be a dinner on Friday night, and then I would sit at the ice skating rink for 12 hours on Saturday and play music and do the PA and all that shit for the hockey games. So it was like 6 games. So I'd charge like $500 to do it, and I did it every single year. I mean, hourly, I was probably making like $15 an hour when it came down to it, which is way below my rate. I mean, I charged $1,000 for a wedding. I was doing this for half the price, and I was working 2 days. And then one day I did it for 8 years.
Wow.
He took over for 2 years, and then on the third year he took over. He said someone else is going to volunteer their efforts.
Yeah,
Why?
Volunteer. That's probably why.
And I go, you cheap fuck.
Yeah. Well, you can't blame him.
It happens. Well, why?
That
It's
sucks.
not his money. It's the
that's
parents
true.
are paying for the fucking money to these kids to play.
No, that's true.
So they get
All right.
sweatshirts and shitty hats.
That's true.
Ain't entertainment. They get the one and only Revere's own Arty 84. I mean, that mean you can't even put a fucking price on that. I mean, you try to give me $sign for my ability, Eric. What would you put on it?
What?
The $sign on the one and only Revere's own Arty 84.
Oh boy.
Negative 1,000.
Jesus Christ.
You owe them 1,000.
Good. I hope when you get fucking married and you're a penny pinching, you need a fucking DJ. I'm gonna
Why
be
would I
like,
want you to DJ when you're gonna be fucking right next to me?
oh God.
He's got a point. I mean,
Is Adam invited to your future wedding? Depends how much.
I'm not gonna do anything bad.
He's gonna hit the Craigslist quota.
I'm respectable.
Hello, my name is Jerry Visconti, and I'm a candidate for council.
Another vowel last name.
He does how to talk.
He does know how to talk though.
He looks like a mobster though.
He does look like a
He
mobster.
does. He looks like Bacala on the Sopranos.
He looks like he should be on The Sopranos.
Looks like Bobby Bacala.
Yeah.
I share your passion and excitement for the future.
He doesn't seem very excited
No,
though.
he
on
doesn't
this
seem any passionate at all.
I want to see hands moving. I want to see Italian gestures.
I know there's nothing going
Like
on.
he's
here.
shaking
These
your hand
people
like
are
a-
boring ass motherfuckers.
I haven't been into. So he's currently city council.
Okay.
I mean, school committee rather, and he's running for city council. So I don't know. There's a lot of guys running for one fucking seat. I don't know
I
if
feel like
that's
this
gonna
is
happen.
like real politics. Not real. This is real politics, obviously. But I feel like this is like a real like presidential race where it's like it's just picked the least worst.
Okay.
Like it's not like I'm picking anybody here. Oh my God, who is Robert Bent?
Okay, so we're gonna get there. Okay, so now we're gonna go to ward councils. So this is what I ran for when I was in Ward 6. All right. So this one
Oh
here.
my God.
McKenna, she was my favorite teacher in high school, so I'm not gonna shit on her. So no one runs against her because she's awesome. That's the thing. She
Okay.
like kicks her ass. She kicks ass every single election. No one even holds a torch. So I'm not even gonna play the video because why am I gonna say anything about one of my favorite teachers?
I want to see Robert Bent.
But we're gonna go in, now. We're going to the woods. So we're going to Ward 2. So this guy Ira right here. Hey Ira.
He's a Polak.
Yeah.
And then Novoselsky.
Yes. And then so this guy's been fucking the 2 counselor for years.
Oh man.
This guy Robert Bent.
I want to
doesn't-
see Robert Bent.
Robert Bent doesn't stand a chance in hell.
Not at all.
Just by the way he looks.
No.
Someone should have told Robert he should have shaved that
Shaves the
mustache. Because he looks like he rides around in a van and he touches kids in the
Yes, he
weekends.
does. He definitely does.
I mean, I'm not saying he does.
No.
Can we get in trouble for making the allegation?
No, we can't. Freedom of speech.
We're
man.
just talking about our opinion, right? It's all
Yeah.
opinion.
What was the question?
We said this guy looks like the type of guy that drives around in the van and touches kids. Can we say that? Or
Say that.
Yes, we can say that.
We're not saying he is.
I'm not saying he does.
We're just saying he looks like
No,
the type,
I'm just
right?
saying
Okay,
he
so
looks
good.
like he
Okay.
does.
Looks like a duck.
As long as we
No, Velsky's
Walks
got
like a duck.
190 views though, so people have been. I have been watching those. I
So
mean,
yeah, so the view count matters because this guy has 190 and this guy has 66.
it could be their competitors too,
Mr.
watching
Bent
them a lot
fucking
too
does
to
look
try
like
to
he doesn't give
figure
a
out.
fuck.
So
what I
let's-
mean.
Looks like he dropped pepperonis on his lap.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
man,
All right, so let's
I
go
am
with the guy who's
too-
currently the Ward 2 counselor right
Too
here.
tired for this.
Old
I'm
Ira.
losing my mind.
I love his tie.
Look at his ears. Holy shit, he's got big ears.
Well, it's true when you
that
get
runs
older,
in my
your ears
family.
grow.
That's- My grandfather had ears like that.
so I can't now insult people big ears because people in
Yes.
your family have big
So
ears.
do you know?
Fuck you.
So I'll give you an idea where his jurisdiction is Shirley Ave.
Dude, he could fly with those.
So he runs he overlooks the most dangerous street in the city.
He can definitely hear what's going on in the city. That's for sure.
But I'll tell you what, he's been
God.
he's been Ward 2 counselor for many moons, and Shirley Ave is still the worst street in the city. So I don't know if
Okay.
he's done any advancements to make the better.
Absolutely nothing.
But that's not who we want to hear about. We want to hear about the meat of the situation. We want to hear about the one and only Robert Bent.
What is Robert gonna do?
I want to know who this fine
I wa-
character is with his 66
picture
views.
him sounding like this, but it
So
probably.
you think he has a high pitched voice?
I think he sounds like Gilbert Godfrey, but he doesn't.
Oh,
In my
okay.
mind, that's what I'm hearing.
What do you think his voice
when
sounds like?
when
Think it's deep.
Danny DeVito.
okay, all right.
I think he has a lisp of a bad Revere
It's
accent.
sad though because he's not going to sound like either of those. But I'm just what I'm wishing.
Let's find out.
No.
Our Bent is this Facebook guy.
I'm Robert Bent.
You fucking nailed it! Holy shit!
Counselor.
Dude, is he handicapped?
Oh
Is
my
he-
God,
Is he
okay.
paralyzed?
Oh no! Oh, all right. Hold on, maybe.
Hold on.
Wow.
Oh, okay, I think. Oh,
I almost nailed it.
no, but I think he's.
I think he's got something wrong.
I don't think he's all there.
But he wouldn't be. I don't. No, let's say he
No,
wouldn't be
he
allowed.
would be
but-
allowed, yeah.
No, but someone would stop him and be like, dude, like.
No, they
maybe-
wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't. They would encourage
No,
it.
like a
Day and
relative
age, they
might
let him
be
do
like-
it.
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
You know what? And he's
No, he's
probably gonna win. 'cause
He's probably educated. He's gotten this far. I'm sure he has a degree somewhere.
Yeah.
So no, he's not.
Oof. All right, so this asshole right here. This guy's another guy who's been there for about 15,000 years.
Vote for me.
So my buddy Anthony ran against him last election.
Yeah, I'll tell you one reason without even clicking that why I wouldn't vote for him.
Yeah.
Arthur. I don't like people named Arthur.
No one's running against him, so they don't have to worry about that. Another time, this fucking city where no one runs against these people, these old fucking timers, they just sit
That's
there.
why the city's parts are still the way they are.
I don't think Robert Bent is on the spectrum. Honestly, I really don't.
You don't think so?
No, I don't.
Why don't you send him an email? I'm not gonna make fun of him because I'm not sure.
I don't think he is.
I'm not unless I know for sure.
He might have a speech impediment, but
Maybe.
I don't think he's. I
I don't want to be that guy. I mean, I'm an asshole, but I'm not that of an asshole.
I think you're worse than that. I think that's.
So we're not going to watch this guy because
I
no
don't
one.
think he is, though.
Actually, we'll watch it
Okay.
because no one's running against him, so we might as well bash him.
He looks like a doctor.
He's kind of a scumbag.
Yeah, he does.
He's
He
not.
looks like he drives a Lexus and is a doctor.
Nobody runs
Douchebag.
against him. Why do they even elect anybody?
And then he doesn't even get a lot of votes. So the last time he ran, that kid Anthony I knew ran against him was about my age, and gave him a run for his money because he's no one. But the old, like you said, only the old people vote. So the young kids who we all went to school with,
That
A,
sucks.
can't afford to live in the city, so they don't vote in the city. So like the kids we would get. So if like say it was a situation where like generations still lived here, so like my friends still lived in Revere,
Yeah.
I probably would have won in a landslide. Because I know a lot of younger people, but
Yeah,
unfortunately,
you're not gonna-
unless you're over the age of 60, you're not voting in this city, and that's a fact. That's not even
sad. It's very
I mean, I got
sad.
the statistics. When you
Yeah.
can see who votes and what what years they're born. When I see 1940 as their mean for years of being fucking voting, there's a serious problem. But you know what's going to happen though, right? All these people are going to die because they're old, and then all of a sudden you're going to get fucking undesirables running,
Yeah.
and we're going to be Chelsea 2.0.
Oh God.
You're going to get some gangster rapper you're going to get some 18-year-old kid who thinks he's a rapper. Hey guys, I'm running for city council because no one else lives here because all the old people died. What? Okay.
Yeah, that's what's gonna
It's
happen.
going to happen. It's only a matter of time. So, my parents going to sell this fucking house way before, because their property value is going to go way down.
Yeah, it's gonna.
It's
tank
going
at
to be
some
like,
point.
they're going to have fucking, what's it going to bed? You're tapping out, huh? Oh.
I thought you gave up on wrestling.
We're gonna get if Revere. If my parents aren't careful, we're gonna have Revere. We're gonna have Mattapan fucking prices for houses.
Man,
It's gonna be Mattapan 2.0.
the market's gonna tank. Yeah, so.
All right, so
Yeah,
no, Roxbury's actually nice.
Vote for me.
So this guy's not run. No one's running against this guy either.
John Powers, huh?
So all right, so this is my buddy I went to high school with. I think
I can't even pronounce that.
he's actually got more views than this guy.
That is so guinea. I can't even pronounce it. Lampedicchio.
Lampedicchio? Yeah.
Lampedicchio?
So he actually almost beat this guy last time. This guy's been there since Jesus was around. and he almost beat him. He was close. All the young guys who ran last election, he was the closest. He was within hundreds of a vote, like maybe 100 votes. So I think he's going to win this time, and we're going to find out why this old timer is going to lose.
This fossil.
He might not even make it to the next election.
He looks like a. Oh my God! He looks like one of my relatives, on my mother's side.
Doesn't he look like one of those guys?
He looks like a Poochie.
In the Muppets who sat in the balcony.
Yeah, but he looks like a Poochie. My mother's side.
Oh yeah. Maybe he's no relation.
I'm serious. Like he looks like a relative.
You should ask your mom if she has any the powers.
No, not the name though. Just his look.
Yeah.
He looks like a Poochie.
So I'm going to tell you his first mistake right here. Okay, I
The
understand.
sound.
No, so
The
I
wind blowing.
What? That is a terrible. We're about to get to that point. It's a terrible video because he wanted to have the beach in the background, right? But he didn't understand about the little diaper you got to put on the microphone to make it so you don't have the sound.
There's a little thing called wind.
The windbreaker.
Yes.
So, what would you do if you wanted the beach in the background?
Green screen it.
Exactly. Okay. Come on. That's exactly what you do because then you have a controlled environment where you can set it up in your apartment or your basement and have a controlled environment, and then you go out there and just shoot the beach for 20 minutes, right?
Yes.
And then you just put it on a green screen.
Yeah, make sure the lighting's good.
That's
and,
right.
Acceptable anyway.
Okay.
But an old person's not going to get that.
No.
They're going to be intimidated by it. Why am I standing in front of this green thing? We're going to put it behind you. You mean the beach is coming here? That's what's going to happen.
He's like, but I wanted the beach behind me. All I see is a green screen.
Yeah, it's still green.
Yes.
When's the beach coming?
When's the beach coming? How did you make the beach appear? How am I supposed to be in the
Yeah,
beach?
it wouldn't be worth explaining
Yes.
it to him.
So
I bet you somebody did try to explain that.
you're probably right. His grandson or his great-grandson was probably like, hey, great-grandpa, if you go be in front of a green screen, sound quality can be controlled.
It'd be funny if they actually shot that.
And he's like,
and
you
say,
don't know what
"No,
I'm talking about. I want to be in front of the beach with the people.
There's no beach.
Yes. Doesn't understand quality of products. So I'm not even going to because all you hear is the bass of the wind blowing on Revere Beach on a windy day. I get what he was trying to do, but he didn't do it right.
No.
All right, so let's see what Mr. Lapidecchio. He's already the best talker out of all of them so far.
I am running for this position because I feel strongly that I can make a valuable contribution to our great city. I grew up on Mills Avenue and now live on Tapley Avenue. Each neighborhood within the ward has their own unique challenges, in addition to some of the
This guy has the Revere accent.
I mean, it's boring, but at the same time, he's articulating well. He's fine.
Yes.
Oh, who is Richard Joseph?
Okay,
Oh, God.
so now we're going to go for the position I ran for last time. These two guys. I think I would have won just on looks if I ran. What do you think?
Yeah. If we're going by that, yeah, sure.
This guy looks like he could be this guy's father.
Yep.
I mean-
I'm looking forward to this. I am.
Now, judging before we
This
hear
guy's
him,
no tie.
so this guy ran for counselor at large last time.
Yeah.
The Nick guy.
He looks like he just left the bar.
Melanson.
And he just came to sit down and
He
talk.
does look like he goes on rants on Facebook like you wouldn't believe. You think
Oh, boy.
you think my father goes on rants on Facebook? This
Your,
guy
your father goes on rants on
Oh
Facebook?
yeah. This guy goes on rants like crazy rants, right?
All right.
And this kid's grandfather was the police chief. So, there you go.
Oh, Jesus.
He's probably going to win. Because you know why? Because the old timers still remember his grandfather.
He looks like another one that has a voice that's like,
No one,
I should win.
don't remember my grandfather because he probably wasn't doing stuff he was supposed to do.
It's like a bullfrog.
All right, so we want to hear the old guy first or the young guy first?
Let's go with the old guy. Save the
All
best
right.
for last.
So this guy's literally been running
We're
for...
almost at an hour here.
Yeah, no, so this is the last. These are the last two people
Okay,
too.
all right. I'm looking forward to this.
So this guy's literally been running for everything under the sun for the last million years. So
Yep.
let's see if he might
No
win this time.
tie, white shirt.
Hi, my name is Nick Malayson. I'm the father of 7 children and puppets of
Jeez, he doesn't know condoms.
almost 10 with baby Leo on the way.
What?
I've been a longtime resident of our city, Revere. I built my home and business here. I live in West Revere, and I run a small used car dealership by Revere Beach.
Used car dealership.
Private contract.
All right, he talks better than most.
He does. So he's not the worst talker.
No.
He's,
he looks like a guy's guy. He's
He
not
does.
like
Get the bald head. He's not afraid to show the
he's
bald
got, like,
head.
the Homer Simpson shaped head.
He decided he's not going to wear the tie because he's going to be like, hey, listen, I sell cars.
Very close eyes. His eyes are like,
Now, Zambuda would be the guy you thought was be selling used cars because the way the fucking video started off, right?
That's true.
So,
Yes.
all right, so he's not as bad as we maybe thought he was.
I picture this next kid having a lisp
Mhm.
and talking very nerdy. And I don't know. I wonder if I could hit this one dead on. Let's see.
Imagine if he just
name is
he whipped out like a fucking sandwich in the middle of the. He's
I'd like you to vote for me.
so you think? All right.
I don't know what he's. I don't know. Oh,
I,
God.
so he's about Maddie's age,
Okay.
that generation. So he's
Some experience.
young 20s, no experience whatsoever. He's probably just going to. He hasn't served for anything. He's never been in a council or any of that.
So he shouldn't even win. Probably.
Yeah. I mean, at least I was class treasurer of the class of 2002 in Revere High School. So, I mean, I had a little bit of fucking,
Something.
a little bit of election going on for my, benefit.
You're good with numbers.
Great with numbers.
You're great with numbers.
you
Yeah.
know. I'm a little autistic. I think I'm on the spectrum. But
We
who
all
isn't,
are.
right? I mean, we all are.
Somewhere, right?
So we all fall in place. So
All right,
it's
what is
still a
this?
little Ricky. This is the last one for the night.
What is this Jamoke got?
Hello, Revere. My name is Ricky Serino, and I'm a candidate for Ward 6 Council.
His voice is deeper than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, me too.
My deep gratitude and appreciation.
He's got like an Elvis lip. It curls up
Yeah.
in the corner.
I'm actually probably voting for Ricky.
Yeah.
I remain very humbled by your overwhelming support on September 10th. In my last Revere TV spot, I introduced myself to you. I told you that I'm a proud, lifelong.
He's going to get his confidence level up, though.
I introduced myself
Yeah.
to you.
So I think he lacks confidence.
Yeah.
And if I should have been this kid's campaign manager because I would have told him, like, listen, Ricky,
Oh God.
you got the name already, right? Now you just got to run off it. You know you're going to get the old folks because they know your grandpa, right? Now what you got to do is you got to win over your people, your age, right?
It's true.
Because
You
I,
gotta
mean,
get them out there.
I don't know if I'm voting for you or not. Because even though you're my age, relate to me. Make me want to vote for you, right?
It's well put.
So I would be like, hey, listen, you got to go and you got
Stop
to
recording.
you got to what did? Oh no, yeah, no, that's
No, the meter stopped moving.
yeah, no, that's not recording. We're doing something else for the
Oh,
recording.
okay.
For the, yeah. I'd be like, hey, listen, you got to be the man's man. You know what I mean? You got to become one. You got to be like, listen, you helped your grandfather's generation out. You get their votes because they're gonna get the majority of the votes for you. But then you got to steal your parents' friends, that area votes, and then you got to steal your own generation
It's
votes,
true.
right?
He's got the potential.
So if you work the angle good enough, you already have the win because you get the old people. Now you want the likability. Now you want people to like you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, listen, I'm here. This is what I want to do. Just get to the point. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it, and that's the end of the day, you know. And this is what the other guy's not doing,
No, it's true.
you know. So, and we'll end it with my video. I wonder if it's still up here. It's from last election. Let's see how they do.
Oh, boy.
Candidates. Dun dun dun. That's what 2009.
I don't know, man. I don't think.
Why's this thing not working? Come on.
Oh no, not remote. The remote again.
What the hell?
Oh.
Hold on. Did you ever see the video?
Yes.
Oh, you've seen the video, right?
Yeah.
This is Eric. I'm just curious if they keep them on the archives on the. What's the 19? Yeah. So it'd been the 17. Is that when they ran 17? Dude, it's
God, was it 2
can't
years
believe
ago
it's
now?
2 years ago now, huh?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Create a playlist.
No, this is all 19.
19. Oh, 18, 2000.
Oh, it's just scattered now.
Oh,
all over
so
the
they
place.
just.
It's
I
in,
think
like, playlist.
Yeah, so they must take them off.
Yeah, it's probably or it's buried somewhere. You're not gonna find it.
Oh no, here it is. Hold on. 2017. Let's see. Public meetings, spotlights. Oh, they have the 215. So they're split up in chapters. So that was 15. So we went too fast. We gotta go 17. Candidates at large, school committee, ward councilors. Here we go. 13 videos.
Jesus,
That's loud, huh?
I'm fading fast, man. Let's find it.
Yeah, we'll get there. Let's see.
Hello, I am Arthur.
There's
Demaria.
one. I'm at the end, of course. It's the last. It's this guy again.
At least this background I think is better.
It is
than,
better. This asshole
That
who
is-
no one
yeah,
runs
yeah.
against. That was my buddy that should have beat him. This guy doesn't ever want to go on
Big
TV
sign.
because he has stuff to hide, I bet. That's the guy I ran against him and lost. Here's that old fuck with the big ears.
The car. The cars. Oh yeah, that's the car salesman.
Here's my buddy again.
There
Who
he
almost
is.
beat him. Here's the guy I ran against.
Patch.
And
This
here's
is the
this
Emperor.
stud right there. Look at that guy.
Hello. Look at that.
Why would you vote for this guy? Look at him.
Well, they probably thought, who's this junior high student?
I do look, dude. I wish I looked that young still, huh?
Public access. Wait till the kid comes
Oh.
out. There was a photo thing I was watching, which is like parents
Yeah.
after a year of
Yep.
having a kid and how much they progressively age within a year.
Like, I'm gonna take a picture here. 2 years ago. That's me 2 years ago.
You have a nice gloss to you in that.
Dude, I look great.
You look like you have a nice.
That's
shade of
Arty
gloss.
at 33.
Yeah.
Arty at 35. I'm already feeling the pain here.
Yeah, and just wait a year.
Oh.
You're gonna have more wrinkles in a year because of the
I
kid.
tell you, I'm a little worried about this whole kid thing, but it's gonna be a wild adventure. You know, we're all gonna participate because we're all gonna be there. So,
18-year bill.
little Henry's gonna wonder why he has 19 uncles that keep correspondingly showing up. So, but all right. So, and the great thing I found, if you have an Apple Watch and you get to Mickey, watch this. Oh, hold on, what happened? It's gonna work. Hold on, here we go. Hey Sue, come on here for a second.
Oh God.
She's still in the room. I want
Oh,
to show
no,
her this.
no.
She's gonna love this. I'll show her after. All right. So, hi, Sue. Do you know if you have the Mickey on your watch, right? And you hit him? Isn't that awesome? I love it too. That's why I'm gonna have the Mickey on there from now on.
Go for it.
Eric taught me that
And you
because his little niece loves it.
Didn't you learn it from the Nomadic Fanatic?
Yeah, no, but Eric said he does it all the time too. But I
Oh.
wish he told me.
Oh,
I guess yes, the nomadic fanatic did tell me that though. So,
Yes.
but okay, yeah. So look at this stutter. Look at this hot guy on TV. Would you have a baby with him?
I would.
Yeah. She did.
He's so handsome. I haven't had the baby yet.
Oh, it's still there. It's cooking.
Oh, he's cooking.
What you plugging, big guy?
It's the usual. Check out the Whirlwind Potato on YouTube for movie stuff, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I got. I'm exhausted.
It's a long day. What time is it?
I'm hungry and tired.
It's 8:11. So yes, come tune on us next week.
Tune on us next week.
Next week, tune in.
Wanna
Same
tune
bad
in?
time, same bad channel. We'll recap the election. We'll tell you who won.
Sounds good.
We'll talk about some other shit, and we will go from there. So go to thepacky.com. Thanks for your support there. If you enjoy this podcast, subscribe, and watch us on YouTube and all that fun stuff. We'll see you guys next week. Toodaloo, motherfuckers. Bye.
Peace.